we want to make sure we have access to as many tools as possible to find the success that we're looking for. So here's a summary of how I've utilized this deal over the last 5 years. All in, we're in for $2 million. And here's the tax implications. All of that $2 million were sale proceeds from other properties that I had sold along the way. And if I had just sold them, I would have had to pay 20-25% in federal and state capital gains tax. Instead of paying it, I was able to roll it into this project and not pay it. Now, I will have a big tax bill, as some of you know, in 2026 to the tune of $400,000 to $500,000. So I've got to be planning and that. My goal is to really be poor in 2026 as far as income goes, and hopefully have a bunch of losses to offset that. And I've got some strategies to make that work. But even if I had to pay the $400K, this would still be well worth it. I hope that's coming through clear. For the last 5 years so far, I, Mike Wagner, personally have been paying an effective tax rate of 5 to 6%. Because all of the money I make from the storage facilities and Storage Rebellion and everything else is offset by the accelerated depreciation of a conversion project, specifically the conversion project in a qualified opportunity zone fund. So just to give you, I'm making up numbers here, by the way, but just to give you kind of underline and highlight what that means. It means if someone were to make $500,000 a year and pay a 5 to 6% effective tax rate, it means they're paying $25,000 to $30,000 in taxes on $500,000 in income. Most people that make $500,000 a year pay $200,000 to $250,000 in tax. So hopefully that's coming through as a highly valuable component of this. It's not money in my pocket, but it's money that stays in my pocket. It doesn't go to Uncle Sam that otherwise would have. The plan is to hold for 5 to 7 more years. That will allow me to get the maximum tax benefits. And I just got a BPO broker's price opinion on this. Today it's worth $4.25 million as it sits. And depending on which of the two BPOs that I got you look at, one was from a very conservative broker, one was from a very aggressive broker. So it's probably right in the middle here, but $5 to $6 million. And when I sell it, it will be completely tax-free. Not the gain is tax-free, but all of it's tax-free because I've depreciated everything. I'll pay the $400K. That will be the total tax that I'll pay. Now, of course, I also pay tax on the cash flow, but that just is what it is. As far as cash flow right now, it's about $200K a year and projected to be $350 or so once we're fully stable. Now, all of that said, here's the most important thing I want you guys to hear. Gross rent multiplier by phase. We can just round it and say every phase was a GRM of 4. You guys follow me with that? How easy is it to find a GRM of 4 right now when you go out and buy a property? Has anyone gotten a GRM of 4 in the last 12, 18, 24 months? I sure haven't. And if you have, great. And I'm not saying that they aren't out there. The point of this story is not to convince you to throw away whatever strategy you've been using. I still think buying existing storage is an incredibly powerful strategy. And we want to make sure we have access to as many tools as possible to find the success that we're looking for.